you're welcome to my channel. My name is Bukume Beke Crown. So guys, we're going to be checking out a video together titled Don't Move or Come to Puerto Rico Unless You Can Deal with These 10 Things. Woo! Well, let's see if you can deal with these things she's talking about. If you can deal with it, why not move to Puerto Rico? But if you cannot deal with it, let's see the solution to the problem. So let's watch.
Do not come to Puerto Rico or move here unless you can deal with the lifestyle here. Hey you, welcome to my canal. My name is Anna, and in today's video, I'm gonna be telling you 10 things that might bother you, annoy you, or just might be a deal breaker for you when you come to Puerto Rico. I was thinking about things that you might not like while you're here in Puerto Rico, so I thought of these things, wrote them down, and here I am sharing it with you. Now, you know that Puerto Rico is very different from every territory, every country. We have our own lifestyle here, our own culture. So every place that you visit obviously is different. Even though it's part of the US, it is very different. So I figured I'd share it with you so you can be ready to deal with the lifestyle here. Let's jump right into it. The first thing you have to deal with while in Puerto Rico, I put these two together, which are lizards and mosquitoes. Let's talk about lizards first. So lizards, there are the, like the brown ones or the green ones, and then there's the pink ones, and they're on your walls everywhere, usually outside of your house or apartment or whatever. They're out there and just lurking in. See, I'm filming right now and I saw this. You see? They are everywhere. And the more greenery there is, the more there are. And sometimes they could get into your house, which I really, really hate them. I really do. And then there are iguanas, where there are iguanas everywhere. I've seen them in parking lots, at the park, at the beach, just everywhere. And you're gonna see them as roadkill as well. I've seen tons of them squished on the road, just huge ones. So be prepared to see iguanas of all sizes everywhere. And mosquitoes, I'm sure you have dealt with them before. You know, they bite you, it itches really bad. It leaves you these bumps and markings if you scratch, and it's just so bad. I feel like there's less mosquitoes in the metro area, but in the country there's tons, just like more. So yeah, lizards and mosquitoes, which I really don't like. The second thing you have to deal with while in Puerto Rico is island time. Yes, that is a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. Living here as a child, I didn't know what island time was. But then I lived in New York, where everything is fast. And then now living here again in Puerto Rico, now I truly know what island time means. So basically, island time is a slower pace, slower everything. And mainly services here are slower. So for example, if you're gonna hire a contractor, expect it to be slower. Their job is gonna be slower, their pace, their progress, all of that is gonna be slower. And government agencies, doctors' offices, just everything in general is gonna be slower. Obviously, not every single thing is slower. There are fast workers, there are fast things here, but in general, everything is slower. For example, I went to the water company here the other day and I got out pretty quick. They helped me right away. So I have had experience with fast things, but mainly it's slower. So island time is a thing. The next one is an interesting one. I call it impatient drivers. And I know there's a reputation that Puerto Ricans are bad drivers, that is crazy over here. But I really think it's a combination of the bad attitude, impatient, like spoiled brats on the road with the road rage. And the other thing is that they just don't respect the law too much here. So I think between bad attitude and not respecting the law is where that chaos comes when you're driving. Let me give you some examples. So I could be sitting, waiting for the light to turn green, and the half a second that it turns green, like not even a second, it doesn't even give you time to react. It's like instinct, right? Like they see green, it's just like, that's the way it is. And another example, like I could be like slowly stopping on a stop sign. I stop and they're honking at me. It's a stop sign. All the time I see myself like defending the law because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and they're honking at me for it. So it's just like, there's no winning. The next one I think you expected, which is hot and humid. Yes, I know we're on the island in the Caribbean, but darn is hot. As they say here, there's only one temperature, hot. So just be ready, frizzy hair because of the humidity, a lot of heat because the sun is very powerful here, and If you are a person that sweats a lot, you're gonna be dripping. I'm not a person that sweats, and I've been sweating. The next one, to be honest, I have complained before in other videos.
Wow, this is really, really incredible. The lizard, it's normal. No, in Africa, yet they are lizard. We could call the small ones ghetto. It's the ghetto that enters your house. But the big lizard, I don't think they enter your house. Especially in Africa, it's rare for normal lizards to enter your house. The ghetto that enters. And mosquito, mosquito. I thought it was only African country that we are experiencing this mosquito wahala. Yeah, so they are everywhere. That is crazy. So they are everywhere. Wow. Okay. Well, if you are used to all this kind of thing, you can survive in Puerto Rico. And she's talking about, the island time. I was like, what is island time? Thank God she has explained it, that slower pace of doing things. They do things slowly, but not everything per se. I think generally there's some things that you got to do slowly. That's how I see it too. Well, I think whenever I want to do something slowly, I'll call it, I'm on my island time. Yes, this is my island time. Let me take my time. Yeah, don't mind me, guys. And I'm really, really enjoying all this facts she's giving. Like, seriously, that's nice. And the heat part, where she said Puerto Rico can be very, very hot, and sometimes it can be so cold that it will be hot in the sense that you start dripping. Oh my god. So yeah. Well, if you are used to African country, you can cope in a country like Puerto Rico, because a lot of similarities between the Puerto Rico and African country. So well, let's keep watching
videos, which is not having certain stores here, because once you are used to having certain stores, it's kind of hard when they take it away from you, right? So I have complained before about not having Amazon Prime, because the Prime part doesn't really exist here. You're not going to get the products fast. They take long. And so I even had to cancel my membership. There's no Trader Joe's, which I used to go on a weekly basis. I used to go to Target on a weekly basis. Other stores I have thought of is Chipotle. I used to eat Chipotle all the time. Chick-fil-A, which a lot of people are obsessed with that. I'm not really into that one, but there's no Chick-fil-A here. And one I have been suffering is Apple Store. The Apple Store doesn't exist here, so I have been ordering my Apple products via apple.com. Yeah, you just got to deal with not having certain stores anymore. Next one you have to deal with if you're moving here, which are hurricanes. Hurricanes in the Caribbean are awful. Obviously, hurricanes have hit Puerto Rico very badly. I was here in 1998 when George hit, which was a category 4. I remember it clearly. It was horrible, living without electricity, without water, having, just chaos around you. And then the latest one, which was really bad, category 5, was Maria in 2017, which was not too long ago. That one I wasn't here yet. I wasn't living here, but it was terrible. And just be aware that you will eventually go through a hurricane if you live here. Next thing you have to deal with is not having reliable and fast internet. Keyword here, reliable, because sometimes it works, sometimes it goes away, and it's just like on and off all the time. And so it's not so reliable, it's not super fast. For me to even upload these videos onto YouTube, it takes forever, so it's not a good experience. Now, the best company or the best type of internet here is fiber optics. And the bad part is they don't have it everywhere. Some streets have it and some neighborhoods have it. Hopefully, eventually, everyone will be able to have it. But right now, it's like only some people can have it. At the Airbnb here, we do have fiber optics, which works pretty well. I have uploaded videos from here, and it's so much faster than at home, which I have Liberty, I believe, at home. So yeah, fiber optics is the way to go here if you are able to get it. The next one, if you hate rain or random rain showers or floods, anything that has to do with rain, you're in big trouble, because it's unpredictable weather here all the time. You can ask Siri, how's the weather today? She'll be like, it's sunny, and then all of a sudden it's raining. You can't trust the weather reports. And yes, we're in an island, so you are to expect that, it rains almost every day. So sometimes it's sunny and then clouds pass by, it rains for a little bit and then they go away. and then it's sunny again. So that happens here a lot, obviously. But sometimes it rains for 3 days in a row, or a week, you know, on and off, or 2 weeks on and off. So there's a lot of rain here. The problem is that it's unpredictable, right? So I can go to the post office, it's sunny, and then all of a sudden when I'm coming out, it's pouring. So you don't have an umbrella because you're not prepared for that. Just be ready for lots of rain and floods. The next one is not for everyone, but is for those that love fashion. You have to deal with not being able to use fall and winter outfits anymore, like certain things that you love, like chunky sweaters or nice hats, and like scarves and jackets and coats and knee-high boots that I love. I have some of those things that I brought here and I don't use them. They are stored, so I can't use them here because it's too hot. You gotta be okay with not wearing certain clothes anymore. The last thing you gotta deal with are nocturnal noises. So if you're a light sleeper, I would recommend you turn on the fan, like a loud fan or a loud air conditioning, because you're gonna hear some noises at night with crickets and coquis. A lot of noise coming from insects and animals. Do you hear all the noises?
Like sound like frogs. Frog sound.
Especially when it rains, and especially if you're on the countryside, but you could also hear in the metro area. So don't think that if you're in the metro area, you're fine. But it's not every day. Obviously, it depends where you live, but it's not every day that you're gonna hear all these sounds. But at night, be ready for all these nocturnal creatures. We have concluded this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like these kind of videos, you might want to check this one out right here. And that is it. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
I really learned a lot, but there are lots of similarities. There are some things that, you know, she said you experienced that. You also experienced it over here in Nigeria. No, there's rainy season now. We are in rainy season now. Till I think ending of August, that's when, you know, the whole thing will go and we enter dry season. But every country with its own thing. If you can cope, why can't you go there? You can go to Puerto Rico. But if you cannot cope, adjust. That's it. That's what I believe in. I believe in you adjusting no matter what. Don't say you can't even cope. If you think you cannot cope, try and adjust, and you'll be good to go. So I really enjoyed watching this video. I hope you did. Thanks for watching. Kindly, you know, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, share and comment. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.